Hey guys, how's it going? So actually, before we went live, I kind of figured something out. Oh, is my camera frozen? There we go. So before we went live, I thought this was going to be a lot harder to do. I think my camera's going to be freezing on and off today, but whatever. The title of this was we're going to finish the front view. And it seems like it's going to take a lot less time because what I thought we had to do was kind of rebuild this leg because I didn't really know how to flip a leg with constraints on it. But it turns out if we flip the ankle nail and add a static transformation under it, and if we flip the hip nail and add a static transformation under it to kind of lock in that change, it seems to be working. So, like, watch. Both legs are moving. Yo, how's it going? Rontesium. Am I pronouncing that right? How are you, man? You doing good? Right, so this works, right? How it bends down. If I grab the knee works. And even though, see this? See how the pivot point is over there? Like it still works. I can move that. I can move that. So I'm I'm happy with that, guys. We saved so much time. We saved like 2 hours. Elena, how's it going? Nice of you to join us. How are you? What are you up to? Doing great. Doing client work on TuneBoom. Yeah, you pronounced it right. Okay, nice. What kind of client work you doing? Animation, rigging? So now, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to go in. I'm just going to auto patch these. I'm going to go in and fix, the other pieces. And then we can kind of go and do the turnaround, actually. Elena's doing great. Nice. I'm doing good, too. Busy day, but it's Friday, so it's nice. A little bit of a break for the weekend. Are you doing some animation work, too, Elena? I think if I try to make animation, I made my first indie game studio. Oh, come on. That's crazy. Oh, my homies, I watch tutorials. Haha. Hey, man, that's great. I love to hear that. I'm glad that some people are finding these tutorials useful. Do you have a link to your game studio? I'd love to see it. That's awesome. It makes me actually happy that that people are watching this and getting some value. Okay, so let's auto patch, guys. The hips and the thigh. So I think for this, we can just add a cutter onto the line art. That's basically all the auto patch is, right? I'll grab an auto patch, shove that in there, and then we go to the hips and we connect it. But yeah, hope everyone's having a good Friday night or Friday wherever you're from. What time is it? Regeneration promoter song. It's really the best ways to make the background composite. Nice. Are you allowed to show us, or are you you're like under NDA, so you can't show anyone anything yet? And then we take the thigh. Whoops. And we connect it to the hip. Just like this. And it should disappear, right? Just like that. This is very rough, but we were building 2D characters into a 3D landscape. I only have a launcher demo, and your stuff is far more. Oh, come on. I love that. Send a link. I want to see. I want to see how the game looks. And honestly, yeah, honestly, it would be great to learn how to make some music. It goes really well with animation. Music and animation, they kind of go hand in hand. Okay, that's good, guys. We do the same thing. Oh, this is why. The back robe needs to be connected to the hip nail. Let's see. There we go. So now the robe moves. That's what we want. Okay, so same thing. Let's add a cutter. Let's add an auto patch. I'm going to connect this thigh to... And if you guys are wondering how to do a leg, we covered it in the last stream. We built only one, but now I know that you can clone the legs. So all you really need is to build one. Okay, that's our auto patch. Let's try that again. Just move in. And yeah, any questions, guys, you have about anything, let me know. Doesn't have to be about this rig. It could be about anything pretty much in general. Save that. Okay. What is leader of a band, so I don't do the music. Okay. It's still on Discord and a private GitHub. I only have about 2 months of code. Okay. Yeah. Insane. Quadrupeds are crazy. Especially if you're making them rigged. My God. It's a whole different ball game. I still want to see it. My friend, she's also making a game. It's more of like a I don't even know. It's like a story. Like you tell a story, and then there's like characters and like a whole kind of interactive thing. But it seems pretty cool. Okay, so that's good. I kind of like having that there. So now I'm going to go in, guys. Let's save this. And just make sure, because this is basically done. If I do this, you'll see that all these have deformers on it, but all the legs don't. So I got to go back in and kind of add deformers on all of these pieces. So let's start with this. Right? I still like to use the envelope deformer in Toon Boom. I know they have a whole bunch of new kind of deformers now. We're in 24, so we could use a bunch, but we don't really need to. I'm going to go display. I always like to do that with a display when I'm doing deformers. Can I ask, what is your rig for animation PC specs? So, okay, you sent it on Discord. Nice. I'm going to take a look at it. So the PC specs, guys, for this, I'm using an Acer Nitro 5. I don't know the exact specs, but what I can tell you is it's perfect for something like Toon Boom. I've had no problems running like this program, complicated rigs. It works really, really well. 2, 3, 4, 5. It is on the more expensive side, but it's kind of like an investment, right? Like I've had this for over 5 years, and it's still running pretty well. Not a lot of lag. And I don't have problems opening like more than one file. That's like a thing of the past for me. So it's really sped up. It's like been a game changer basically for taking on more projects, getting my work done faster. That being said, I am looking for something new though. I don't know if anyone follows like is into that kind of PC stuff, but I'm looking for a more portable option with kind of the same like power, like running power, you know? I think I'm going to add another point. So I'm going to go here. I'm just going to duplicate this point, plug it in. And now there we go. We got 2 points. I always want to have one here for the shoulders. That's a little bit better. Save that. I sent you the information we're going to Discord. Use a Surface Laptop Studio 2. How do you find that? Is it good? A Surface laptop. That's a good idea. My husband builds their PCs. He's hard. Oh man, you got to ask him. What's kind of the best specs to run? Oh damn. So Elena's running like a whole thing, a whole setup there. Yeah, I mean, I don't really need anything too crazy, to be honest. It would be nice if I had something like that because then I could like practice like Blender or something. Right now, I don't want to download any of that because it kind of slows my shit down. But the portability would be nice because my setup, it's portable, but not, I don't want to lug 2 screens around. I don't want to have all these cords. It's kind of annoying. The hip, we can go here. Perfect. Back robe. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 points on this. There we go. Save that. Yeah, that would be awesome. I would love that. That's Slim Pen 2, which is great for drawing. Yeah, that's the one thing I need to look out for is good pen technology. I mean, it doesn't have to be great. Like right now I'm using a UGE, which just by all means is not the best tablet out there. But the pen kind of does the job, right? I don't really need pressure sensitivity too much because I'm working in Toon Boom with vectors. So I'm not really shading anything or sketching. It's more just like, oh shit, adjusting these control points. Okay, this has that. Oh shit, I might have doubled up on my deformers for the wrist. Yeah, whoops. Just gonna get rid of that. Get rid of that. And there we go. Sometimes I do that accidentally. Probably the best in the market if you want to be mobile. This is nice. It's good. I'm going to look into that. The ones I was looking at, I don't know if you've heard of these. It's the like the Easel 7 or something. And the Lenovo i9 Yoga or something like that. Those were the other two I was looking at. Post in general. Yeah, that's totally allowed. A note though, the bot that does the like that sets the rules for the Discord. If you post too many pictures or chunks of text, it will kick you out or like ban you for a bit. So just be warned. You're not really doing anything bad. It's just kind of, we had some spam problems when we first started the Discord, and now we kind of just kept those rules. Okay, ankle. I'm going to do the same color as the laces. Right, see, this is why we kind of go through one by one, because it's easy to miss. Right? You're not coloring things in, you're missing deformers. Right? So it's good to take your time on these rigs. Cuff interior. Let's go 4. Just one by one. It takes a little bit of time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Create 4. There we go. Yeah, exactly. So even me, I've been timed out for that. So it's kind of annoying. If you want to run the 2 movement for smooth, okay. The GPU. What's a good like GPU? I don't know. I don't know too much about that. Like what is considered good. 4. Yeah. You and me both. You and me both. Okay. Right, you can always adjust the points too, even if you're using the automatic builder. Oh, speaking of this, the only thing about the laptop I'm using now is it has terrible battery life. Pretty much, like you have to have it plugged in every time you use it. But it's not, I don't really care about that, to be honest. I just want to get this rig done so I can start animating with it or give it to you guys so you guys can test it out. It's funny because like rigs at work that I'm, the job that I'm at now, you make like 2 rigs a day. And this, it's taking me months just to get the front view done. It's crazy. It's like whenever it's my personal projects, it's a lot slower, you know? Shin, let's go 4. Cuff interior, let's go 4. Oh. For 6 GPU and a hardware laptop, the GPU can't hurt. Okay. Yeah, it's important, man. Like even when I first got my laptop, when I first started in the industry, it was terrible. It was like a shitty laptop. It was always lagging, and I couldn't, like, I was taking so long to do my scenes, not even because of my skill level. It was because of the laptop. It couldn't, I was looking at my scenes, it was lagging. I couldn't really see what I was doing. So it definitely makes a huge difference. Even with this now, I don't have to worry about anything. All right, thighs done. I think, guys. Let me just double check. It's kind of a quick way. So that's all good. It looks like we got to do the back. It looks like we got to do the sides. Everything here has a deformer. Okay. Right, just a quick way to check. Display 1. Whoops. Yeah, exactly. For portability is the main thing. I mean, technically, it would be good. I'm thinking of doing this in the future, having like one machine for at my home base, you know, like a good solid PC, and then maybe having a laptop. But we'll see. Yeah, like I work from home most of the times, but what I want to start doing, like let's say I can be more portable. I can start traveling more. I can work from like Europe or something, you know, and I don't have to be constrained just to my house. Or even just, you know, say I want to go to like Vancouver or something, you know, somewhere close by. Or even, yeah, exactly. Cafes. It doesn't have to be that crazy. That would be the dream for me. Okay, so there's that. Everything seems to be good. So we're going to start, guys, with the turnaround. I'm going to draw the hands in after. I'm going to draw the feet in after because these are just going to be drawing swaps. I don't want to get too fancy. I'm going to save this. Why do you want to be distracted? Elena is a hermit. She just stays inside. Doesn't go outside, you know? Outside bad. People bad. I might make a video on my setup. Do it. I'd love to see it. I think a lot of people would like to see it. Okay, guys. So. Oh, true. This isn't even grouped. All right, so let's do that. These are my filters. This is my reference. So what I'm going to do, I don't really need these filters anymore. This is my reference. I'm going to bring this down here. I'm actually going to create another composite. Plug my reference in. Oops. Here. So that's out of the way. So I want to group everything together. The color card is also going to go down here. Okay. So I'm going to do one more check to see that everything is kind of, the pivot points are in the right spot now. It's pretty good. Right for the head. Head and neck. Not bad. The body. Looking good. Okay. So the opposite. Just like efficiency. Yeah, no, I feel that. Honestly, I work from home most days. I just feel if I had a more portable, better setup, it would just give me the freedom to travel more and get out more. Body master, this goes there. So everything below this body master, I'm going to create another peg on top. We'll call this the master shadow. Master shadow. It'll have the same. Actually, the body master can have this. It's going to have the same pivot point as that. And now we select everything underneath that. So I go here. I grab all of this. And I press Control G and pray nothing gets messed up. Perfect. You want to keep everything in a group, especially for master controllers, right? You don't really want to group like the arms or whatever, or the legs, but you do want to have the whole rig in a group. That's important. I'm going to go Harry Potter. There we go. Close that. Save it. There he is, Mauricio. What's up, man? How are you? The number one rigger is in the house today, guys. Is your current laptop pre-built? Yes. Like, I didn't get the parts or anything. I just kind of ordered it from their website. San Francisco, New York cafes there. Yeah, you could basically upload it to anywhere in the Discord. General, art, it doesn't really matter. Just don't upload too many pictures at once because you'll get flagged and get timed out. Haven Art, also a huge community member. Haven Art is doing everything, guys. His stuff is really, really good. You definitely should check it out. He also has a Discord, which you should check out. So these are the controls. Something is happening, though. Like this should be here. There we go. Then I don't know what's coming out from the top, but I don't like it. These are the arms. Body master. And then this is here. Something's happening. The worst possible thing that could have happened. So let's go here. Oh, no, no. Let's undo that. Shit. So this is, oh, wait. That's why. This cord should not be here. Oh. And same with this cord. So really, you should kind of group things before, just to kind of keep all this, you know, organized. It's so annoying to kind of trace the cords back. Let's see. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think you could post it here in the chat. Try and post it in the chat. Oh, you think? Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do, guys, for the server, like the Discord, I'm going to create like a 2.0 Discord, like another Discord. That way, fucking shit, I'm still going to have to do all this. What I'm confused about, though, these shouldn't be here at all. It's the point kinematic outputs. Wow, that's annoying. I'm going to create another Discord. Transformation limit, we don't need that. Or maybe we do need that. Okay, so this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's just my OGL controllers. It's my... Oh, this is actually annoying. But yeah, another Discord where I'm going to have a little bit more control over the permissions. And then that way it'll people won't get timed out for some crazy things. I'm going to get rid of this limit, I think. These OGL controllers and that. Save it. I have a question. Do you ever scale your piece instead of redrawing them? I want to make different horses instead of redrawing. I just want to scale and edit the outline. Yeah, so that's kind of weird. Like the scaling is kind of weird in Toon Boom. Let me think. Because what we do on the show that I'm on right now is you press this, like you adjust pencil line thickness and you preserve line thickness and you set this to 1. Those are the settings we use, and it kind of helps when you're scaling up and down. The line doesn't change as much. But you also, when you scale the peg and then you draw on the actual drawing art, it can kind of skew your drawing sometimes. So if you're going to scale it, don't scale it too much. It might be better to just redraw. It's kind of tricky though. Just try it out and see what is working. Okay, we got this. We got this. We got this. That's good. I feel like I'm definitely going to pull out some things that I shouldn't be pulling out. Here, here. Oh, shoot. Is this auto patch? Fuck. That's not right. Something's wrong with this auto patch. I don't know why that happened, though. I guess it was attached to nothing. That's odd. Yeah, what do you think, Havenar? I would scale them on the line level, but not a drawing level, if that makes sense. Yeah, so you would do the drawing, not use a peg. Sure, redrawing pieces. I can just scale some stuff. I mean, you could try it though. You could try it anyway and just see what happens. I like hair cards. What does that mean? Hair cards? What? Shit, that was the wrong thing. Is that like some like coding term that I don't know? Jesus Christ, this was the biggest mistake of my life to do this. Like, why on earth does it fucking connect like that? It's not a good idea. Hair card is a rectangle hair shape. You give it light geometry, weight, mesh bones, or okay. You can do that in Toon Boom. You're saying. Hair strands, cut them out, animate. What? That's insane. All in Toon Boom, or is that like a 3D thing? Because that sounds actually pretty cool. 2-point constraint. 2-point constraint. We're almost there, guys. Holy shit. This is insane. This. I wish there's a way to go back up. Oh, there is. Okay. Down. Let me just go back up. This is way faster. Here, down, and there we go. Super easy. Let's just take a look. Nothing got screwed up too much. Okay, so what we need to, guys, is we need to add these OGL controllers for our leg and our body constraints now. Save that. Yeah, you got Haven Art curious. And then import them to Unity. Simple to erase. Okay. And I use Unity to rig most times, but my friends rig them in Toon Boom. Interesting. I've never really tried to use Unity in Toon Boom, you know? I've always wanted to. I think I almost tried once, but then it was kind of just too much. But it seems really cool because Unity's free, no? Let's see. Torso, body. But what I really want, guys, is this. Upper body nail. I'm going to do OGL and Oogle. This is going to go to my controllers. I like that. This is kind of a personal preference. I always change this to a red triangle. You can maybe make it 0.3. And now if we press this, we have an easy way to move our character. That's good. That's good. I like that. Let's do our legs now. I just want to do it on the nails. So yeah, I think Toon Boom has like a whole game, like, you know, like Storyboard Pro. They have like, it's called Jump or something. I didn't really use it, but I think it's used to make games, or at least to interact better with Unity, maybe. I don't know. So I'm going to make this smaller too. Let's make the legs green, like this green. All right, so now we can choose that. That's what you want. Hip. We need one for the knee. But yeah, that's awesome, guys. You can even after talk about this more in the Discord, you know, just so we have we can go back and reread what we're saying. This 0.3. Take this off. Let's move it a little bit down so it's closer to the knee. Perfect. Okay. There's my controls. Doesn't really matter where you plug it in because it's all flattened. Then I'll put this right here. I'll make it a little bit smaller. Good enough, guys. There you go. OGL controllers are the best. Easier than Godot. Really? Is Unity free? I started using it. Nice. Elena, you got to teach me Unity now. Wish I was there for the Discord. I'm still making a new Discord, so just sit tight. But you know, it takes me a million years to do anything that I say I'm gonna do. So, okay, in this case, I'm gonna go OGL. Whoops. Controller. I'm gonna go OGL. Controller. And I'm gonna go OGL controller. So this might be a little bit strange. I'm gonna connect it to that, not the static transformation. So if we go here, let's see how this works. Because if I connected it under the transformation, it may have been flipped. So I'm going to go 0.3. Let's move it over. And does it work just like the others? It does. I just attached it to the wrong part. Let's move that down. Perfect. The knee. Anyone use Harmony 25 yet? How's if you have, how's that going? There's the knee. Okay. I'm going to save that. Unity is free. Nice. Havenart likes the legs. Oh, nice. So literally just a hobby. Dude, I would love that. That would be so cool. Do the rigs have to be like simple, like more simple than this? Like no deformers or anything? That would be so cool. Don't you like that would be sick. You can control these characters and make them walk around. Yes. Dude, that could be amazing. Do you think we could actually do something like that if you took two of the rigs and created like a little fighting game with them? Because those rigs are pretty much done. We know Jon Snow is done. I think that can make a good like YouTube live series too, guys. I think we're on to something. Oh, I never seen the chat this this live before, guys. I can barely keep up with these messages. Okay, so there we go, guys. Everything is in the right spot. What the? Oh, see, look. This is what I didn't want. So, controller plugged into here. When I click, nothing happens. I want it plugged into there. So with constraints, it's a little bit tricky when you're dealing with static transformations. And you'll see that, especially when we do the turns. That's going to be a whole nother thing. I'm filming with horses in 2 days, and then after that, using footage to make 360. Like a 360 video? Atlanta just does everything, it seems. Made it so upgrade since I'm doing the school subscription, but it's super smooth. Okay, that's good. Because I might upgrade. I'm only using 24 right now, but I might upgrade it after my project is done. Because all the studios I'm working for still use 24. Your rigs are very complicated. I'd advise 1 or 2 like these. I started with in hand animation before moving to coded IK. Okay, so basically I'd have to remake the rigs in a more simple, like very simple, and then that would be better to put into Unity, you're saying. 6 months without 2 to 3. Exactly. You got everyone here. Haven Art will help, of course, if he has time between his projects. Then you can put collider on them, right? I'm not sure that it actually would be insane to figure out. You could do B, yeah. There you go, guys. 100%. You make the game tutorial, I'll provide the assets, and by the end, we could have a whole game. Rosin put it through. I think all of us seem to, well, not me, but all you guys seem to know more about Unity than I do. 3 into Unity. Did it slow things down? Cares programming out my collider. Crazy. All these complicated pieces make work for you, not the engine. It's better than similar. Very, very interesting. Yeah, so I could probably revisit some of the rigs. It shouldn't take too long. Like maybe even we could go over a video of like a good things to do in a rig, you know, if you're going to import it. Things that you should do, things that you don't want to do. You know what I mean? That could be very, very interesting, guys. After this, we could even keep talking about it in the Discord and kind of plan something there. Okay. What a great idea. My God, this is insane. So everything's looking good. Let's start turning this now. So my body master, I'm going to just keyframe. There's 4 poses. I'm going to keyframe these. I'll press it a couple of times. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my reference, and I started making reference like this. It's actually see-through. It's just the line art. And it helps so much when you're doing a turnaround because I can actually put this in front. Right? So you can kind of see the lines over the rig, and it's way easier to pose. So here, I'm actually going to move my reference a little bit this way. Kind of line up the necks. Like a sprite sheet. I'll fight any characters for that. I've never heard of that fighting game. How old is it? I posted my demo rig. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. Like as soon as this is done. That's awesome, guys. It's so nice when there's so many talented people. That's why I like this community. So many talented people, guys. You guys are crazy. Okay. So now I'm going to start just lining up pivot points. I start with my master. I have to be very careful here because I don't want to really touch my constraints too much. Actually, yes, I can. Kind of get those lined up. The pivot, I'm looking at the pivot point right now because I can always adjust. Here, I'm going to move my head and neck, right? Because now when I grab it, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for the movement of the neck. Let's see. You can use Photoshop or Toon Boom. We used Toon Boom when we know we were going to reuse the model for animation. Yeah, I'd say we use Toon Boom just because I don't have Photoshop. You could add any character if you sprite it. Really? That's cool. Yeah. That's honestly the way to go, you know? I remember back when I was in university, I used to pirate some software, but now I'm getting all the notifications that my emails are closing because I don't use them anymore. So this is pretty good, guys. This kind of thing. Right, so I'm just looking at the pivot points. Let's look at the pivot points for the hair. That's fine. I could probably even move it back a little bit. I kind of want these to be up. Oh, right. But see, I want to move both at once. You want to move the big pieces first, then the little pieces. Okay, save it. Are you going to Lightbox this year? Learned a lot here. Nice. Yeah, there's too many. I do always like, even if I buy a course, it's like as soon as I buy it, I don't want to watch it. You know, I'm like, oh, this is going to be so helpful. And then as soon as I buy it, I suddenly become very, very busy and don't ever have time. Nicholas is here for the end of the stream. Nice. What time? We've been doing this not even an hour, so we still got some time. Yeah, I went to Lightbox, I think, last year. I don't think I'm going to go this year, though, because I'm going to go to Annecy instead. So I'm going to set that up. I can't afford to go to both. But Lightbox was fun. Really, really fun. You meet a lot of cool people there. If I could, I would do both, 100%. Yeah, man. One of these days, guys, we should meet up at one of these animation festivals. Lightbox mentions. So I don't know who else has been there, but Lightbox was pretty big. It's and it's in Pasadena, which is kind of nice, kind of a nice place. But yeah, there's a lot of like speakers, a lot of good studios are there, so it's great to like network. But it's also good if you just want to go for fun. Lots of like big artists on YouTube who go. I don't really follow them too much, but you know, some people like that kind of stuff. How did I do that? Oh, so this was flat. This is flat. Right, so see that now we just move our deformers as minimal as possible because they're already in place with the pegs. Let's do the ears. Yeah, it was a really good time. Met a lot of cool people there. Yeah, but now I want to go to Annecy. Annecy's the big one in Europe. I've been wanting to go to that for a long time. So that's the plan this year, guys. Yeah, great place to pitch shows. You know, if you have ideas, that's the place to get it picked up. Yeah, a bunch of people. Yeah, Atlanta, you're ahead of the curve. Make your own studio. I think that's the future of this. You got to work for yourself, to be honest. That's what I'm finding. So that's good. Yeah, speaking of making your own studio, uh, Mauricio has a good idea for a character that we were working on for a while. We kind of fell off a bit, but yeah, now's the time to get back to it, I think. Because it was a good show. It was a good idea. It can make a good game as well. Exactly. Small businesses, the best. Especially when, you're the boss, you're doing it yourself. So here, see, I like this peg, guys, this pivot. So I'm going to use the deformer to kind of do that. There you go. Now for the glasses, did I put them in a group? Yeah, I did. Did I? Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah, Mauricio, tell everyone what it's about. Or again, show That's funny. Yeah, that's what you want though. You don't really want to work for anyone else. That's not the it's not it. Like sometimes shows are fun, but they would be a lot better if you were doing what you wanted. So I'm gonna go like this. I think I have to do this. Are these connected as one? Yes. Shit. So I don't love this. This might mess us up a little bit. Let's see how that looks. There. Whoops. Are these connected? They are. I used a point kinematic output. There we go. Let's hide that. Save it. Oh no. Yeah, work is life. No, that's not healthy. That's not healthy. Here we go. This year I'm really trying to work not as much. It's overrated, guys. Okay. I'll do this. Yeah, it's so easy though to like in this kind of industry to just get burnt out. Take on too much work. Get kind of taken advantage of. You really, really gotta, put your mental health first in this kind of line of work. Like even though you're making something fun, like oh everyone loves to make cartoons and whatever, but still a job. Yeah, no, for real. 1 or 2 days off. Like, it's not like, that's why working for yourself, that's the way to go. It's hard to do that when you have such tight deadlines on, like, a show. And, like, a lot of people get that confused, I think. Like, passion for what you do so you can work, like, 3 14-hour shifts, you know? It's still not good, man. Like, maybe sometimes you have to, and it, like, kinda makes it a little bit easier if you like what you're doing. But I've still felt, like, super burnt out, you know? Even just doing this. Let's do the mouth. Oh, shit, I think I gotta do the mouth shapes. Do I? Yes. That's for another video, though. Scar is there. Right? And just like that, you kind of just mold your thing, and it's so much easier, guys, when there's just line art. I can't stress that enough. If you ever do a turnaround, export just the line art. It's so much better. Any rigging mentors here? Literally, this chat is full of them. There's so many. Haven Art, Mauricio, Atlantic can rig too now. Come on. Yeah, try it, man. Like, it changed my life. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? See, I don't have. I could probably just kind of do something like this. There we go. And then you can test it out too. So if we really want, if you watch, just to kind of see how it's looking, you kind of add a tween and you test out the turn. It's looking pretty good, right? Things are not popping. I'm happy with that. Oh, on this chat, they're censored. Oh, on the Discord server. Yeah. So the eyebrows are coming down. So what I'm gonna do is we'll just lift them up. Just so they're a little more in line with each other. I don't mind too much. I think that's fine. Let's do the neck. This might be the hard part. So, again, pivot points are most important here. That's kind of good. I'm going to move this, though, here. I want this to be the pivot point for the collar, and then I move it back with the deformer. Same thing here. I might have to cheat this a little bit. Something like that. And then we can move this out. Same thing here. I want this to match up somewhere along there. And then I can kind of, oh, look at that. We also forgot a deformer on this. And that. And that. Oh, so we forgot deformers on all of the collar. And sometimes that'll happen too, right? So back to the drawing board. 4. Let's go back. It's not a big deal too. I can just go back in and add some deformers. This is weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know why I just did an outline here, but I guess we'll find out. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the thing too. When you rig and it takes you so long to finish the rig, it's like you forget what you did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. Okay, that should be good. Now, what I want to do though is I want to keyframe again, just to kind of keyframe those deformers. Yeah, my God, guys, I need someone to help me read this chat. There's so many people. What's up? How's it going, Lincoln? Nice to join. Of you to join. What are you up to? This is what I like, though. You know, you guys can kind of talk to each other. You don't really want to hear me talk the whole time. You know, it's more interesting. So this is that, I think. Okay, that's there. This, so I do kind of need a deformer on that tie piece, I think. There we go. There we go. Oh, this is too low, so I want it here. Sorry. I want that here. Can move this in. Just like that. And then this gives us this. So we're going to have to go like that, I think. I may have miscalculated the pieces here. Now what happens, like I should be able to put a deformer on the tie knot without it messing up. Shit. Something's going to happen. Because of the point kinematic output. So watch. Oh. Never mind. It worked. There's all these animation skills and stuff. Nice, nice. You can stream in the Discord server. Like anyone can stream in it. It's pretty cool. Oh, nice. Some Portuguese going on in the chat. Let me see if I can. I can't understand. Who am I kidding, guys? I've been trying to learn Italian, actually. It's going horribly. So this. And I can move this down. This might mess up a little bit. Yeah, I really got to figure out the Discord, guys. I secretly hate Discord because their customer service sucks. But it's a necessity. We do need it. We do need it. So that's this. I think I can kind of just have that here. It doesn't have to be 100% accurate. Let's see how that looks. Does not look great, I'm not gonna lie. Looks a little bit better. So you don't need that either. Just trying to concentrate a little bit here. Right, this is kind of this is it. This is the hard part of turning things around. Considering where the pivot points go versus matching the design versus not breaking the deformers, right? That's kind of the annoying part. So the best way is kind of just take your time. Go through passes. Think of it just as like tying down a drawing. I think I do need to add an extra piece though. I need this little thing. How's your week? It was good. My week was going good. Pretty busy, but you know, it was pretty chill though at the same time. Like only the beginning was busy. So guys, just that I have so many people on here, consensus. Should I create a second Discord channel to replace the first one? Let me know. Because everyone keeps getting like banned or whatever, so yes. That's one vote for yes. Also, too, let's check. Let's check the render view. It's looking okay. Let's kind of move his eye. Oh, shit. I forgot too, guys. The eyes. The eyes are made different. What the hell? I gotta revisit the eyes. I don't know how to move them anymore. Remember, I think I used Ollie's like way of doing the pupil, but I forget. Yeah, honestly, Discord kind of sucks, but it's good when there's lots of people on it, though. But see, that's the problem. So I actually lost like my access, not access, but the privileges to like change the bots and stuff. So I can't really add anything to that server anymore. I can't really change the bots. Like when you get timed out, I can't fix it. So like I don't have admin privileges anymore, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to get them back, but if I did, then we could revamp it. I don't know if anyone knows a way how to do that, but I do not know how to do that. Yeah, I don't really know. Yeah, but see, that's the thing. So the bots are so strict that no one is gonna. It's very safe server. Like you can barely even post. If you post 2 things of text, like you get kicked out. Like it's very strict, the rules. But you're right. I should have those privileges, so I'm going to probably make another one. Like you really have to pass a bunch of tests in order to get into the server. It's not the easiest thing to do. So I wouldn't worry too much about scammers. It's more just the annoying fact of people who are not scammers getting kicked out. Okay, what is this? An hour and a half. I think we're gonna go maybe 2 hours, and then I'm gonna call it. So I what I'm seeing now is I need to add another piece to the collar. But let's keep moving. Let's do the arms. So we want actually the pivot points for this are pretty good. Just move that over. Yeah. Havenart knows. He's been banned probably the most out of everybody. But yeah, also guys, just now that I'm thinking about it, safety in terms of safety. Oh shit, what is happening here? Just be careful on Discord, you know? Don't trust anyone, don't click links that you don't know. All that stuff. Shit, what is going on? I don't even know what this is. I don't know what this is, what's happening here. How do you know it's like you have 2 parts for the tie? That kind of just comes as more like the more you rig, the more you animate. Like when I rig, I just think a lot of the time. It's like, oh, when I'm animating, maybe I want this part, or maybe I want to have control over this part to move it this way. It's just kind of comes with practice. Shit. And see, look, I'm already missing something here. The line is disappearing. I don't know why. I got to figure that out. But yeah, it just comes with practice. I find it helps me that I was an animator before. Like I still consider myself more of an animator than a rigger, which helps me kind of build my rigs because it's like, oh, if I can use it, then it's probably good. I think about it from an animation perspective. Yeah, the neck, I think I got to add this piece though. right? It looks good, but when I turn that off, it's missing that piece. So I got to go back in and add something, but it's fine. And the robe, I don't know what's going on. I thought it was good, but I'm seeing a lot of pieces that are not good. Like this. Actually, that's a cutter. I don't know. I gotta just double check what I did there. Robes are deceptively tricky to do, I'm finding. Especially when it comes to like auto patching and stuff. It's not as straightforward as you think. All right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude, the Tanuki robes were hard. Even the ones I did, I probably would not do it the same way. It's because of those polka dots. Those polka dots made things super, super difficult. But they look good. Let's see, this is strange. Something weird's going on. I might have to go back in and redo the robes. Oh, I don't want to do that though. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Let's do our test. Let's see. Let's see how it looks. Okay. You know, it's actually not that bad. It's not that bad. The neck is a little bit messed up, but we're going to change that. And actually, it's because here, just reset that. There you go. That's a little bit better. Okay. You know, not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Because even what you can do, it's going to take a little bit longer, but we can go in and adjust those tweens before we put them in the master controller. So then they're always perfect. You know what I mean? But it takes a little bit more time. But what's really good is, see that? Our deformers still, or sorry, our constraints still kind of work. Even when it's turned like that. That's what we want. Okay, so now we're going to get to the arms. So we can move the whole arm, and I can move it backwards in Z depth. I don't know. Let's try. There we go. Kind of just move that in place. That should be good. And then here, I can move this forward. Kind of just like that. What's this? Oh, that's not the actual arm. I don't think I need to make it that big. Whoops. But let's align it like that to the side. Right, when I drew these arms, I wasn't really like paying too much attention, but I think that's fine. Maybe I want to use the deformers a little bit to kind of get that into place. Right, I might need to auto patch the upper arm and the torso, but I'll think about that after. Maybe I won't need to do that. Yeah, probably. Just substitutions for the shoes. I don't feel like doing any deformers or anything. Can move this. Oh, let's match up there. Save. Gotta think. So now for the bottom. Right? The pivot point is still good. So it's all gonna be just deformers, really. I think I like how I did the bottom better. So we're gonna line that up. The only problem is to see that the automatic deformers in Toon Boom, they sometimes miss a handle for some reason, which I hate. I hate that. Okay, let's move this back just like that. Let's move this back. See that? Fucking did it again. I might have to replace this. Now we kind of move this more there. Kind of do the opening. Oh, that's the leg. I see what I'm doing. So we can kind of match this up. I actually don't know what I did for this. I don't know why it's so weird. I don't like it. Unfortunately, guys, I think I'm going to have to redo the top. Like there's an extra cutter here that shouldn't be there. It's not making any sense to me. So these got to go down. These got to go down. But it's always nice to figure out my problems off camera. Right? It's looking a little better. Have a good night, Elena. Thank you for coming, stopping by, you know? Really interesting about those games. We'll keep in touch about that. That was a really great idea. That piece cut from the front is genius. Yeah, so I like how I did this better. Basically, it's like I move this, and it kind of, this only shows up inside the cutter, which is nice. So I might have to do the same thing for the top. Galera, no chat. Mauricio, I don't know what that means. Translator. So again, here, I'm going to use deformers. And this, I think we could use the constraints. I think. And then if I just turn this, right, we'll follow this there. Kind of match this perspective. I don't think I'm going to do the bottoms like, you know how the pants bunch up in the design? I don't think we need to do that. Just keep it simple. Right? And then these constraints should still work. Look at that. Perfect. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I do talk pretty fast. Even if you spoke English, it's hard to understand what I'm saying. Speaking of languages, though, have you guys heard YouTube is starting to translate some videos? but I don't know how to translate my videos. I don't know how to do it with YouTube because that would be great, right? If I could do it in Portuguese or like any other language. Yeah, you're the guy, man. Rigging, English, everything. So this, I don't love how this is stretching. But what I could do is if I use the deformers, I kind of just adjust. And I never thought, like, the deformers are kind of good to change the shape because if you reset the pegs, the deformer kind of stays in its position. It's only when you reset the deformers does it like mess up, right? So it's not the worst thing to use the deformers. And then what we're going to do, why is that there? Delete. Okay. I'm just going to create another shoe. We'll just flip it. There we go. Flip the drawing. Kind of just put it in place. Right, now we can kind of move this to where it's supposed to go. Right, and once I create my master controllers, then it doesn't really matter when I reset the pegs because I can use my master controllers to reset these poses. Right, but until then, I got to be careful because if I reset everything in this view, I'm going to lose everything because the reset view is actually this. Right, so you got to be careful with that. Okay, so now here, let's try and move this back in Z depth. We'll move this back in Z depth, and there you go. Let's move this in. Yeah, so it's not so bad, guys. I think I do need to redo the... All right, at least look, there's an extra cutter here. I don't think I need this cutter. Actually, I think I'm just using it wrong. I think I just got to reset what I'm doing. Because it makes sense when it's... Look at that. Not bad, eh? Yeah, I don't know why I put it there. I think like what I should have done is just done this. One cutter in the middle instead of two cutters, two individual cutters on the side. I think I might need to replace that. Yeah. Right, so before I move on, I need to fix these problems. Right, but it's looking good. Like this turn is fine. Actually, this needs to be back there. There you go. Right, and you could even like say this view. I could even add another drawing swap. And then I could add that to the master controller. And then I'd have that pose saved. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I need it though, that air cutter. You ever get to before you start rigging or just start doing another? No, so I used to just go right in, but now I literally sit and stare at my rig for like just the design for like an hour. just thinking about exactly what I want to do. Like, how are these pieces going to fit together? Normally, like for arms and legs, I kind of just rig everything the same. I have like a system that I do, but for like the collar, for the cape and stuff, I really got to sit and think about how I want that done. Capes are into instead of cutter. I did that instead because I have more flexibility like the arms. Yeah, I like that sometimes, but this is just simpler for me to auto patch too. Like, this is just as simple, I find. Like, if I want to do some like animation there, I can still do it. And I don't mind. A lot of people do that too, though. They separate this into two pieces. Like, that's what we did up here. Right? We got two pieces. And it works okay. Yeah, glad I'm the only one that say, yeah, that's what you do, man. It's when I was in the Toon Boom course, that's the one thing I learned is you really gotta just plan before you do anything. Okay, so let's see. Collar cutter, collar flap. This is the collar. Let's look at this one first. Yeah, like I don't know why I did that. So what I'm gonna do, if I get rid of this, I don't think I need these cutters, if I'm being honest, because I have it's separate. These cutters, I don't need them. They're just extra pieces. Now let's say like this was one piece, then maybe that could work, but we don't really need that. Okay, now we got to figure out this line. I don't know why it's happening here, not here. So let's see. What I might do, guys, is I might ungroup these, because then maybe I could see why this is happening. This is like an anti-aliasing thing that has been pissing me off this whole week, man. I hate how Toon Boom does it, and I hate how there's like the solution. You keep doing the same thing over and over again, it doesn't work, and then finally it works, but you haven't changed what you did, So that's kind of been bugging me lately. This anti-aliasing line. What is this? Share your streamer for the successful referral. I don't know what that means. Okay. Yeah. No, that's just the texture. But what's messing it up is the way we're auto patching it. Oop. Very strange. Yeah, remember like when we had it? Okay, so I think, I can't remember. The collar is here. Line art, color art is cutting. I mean, it should, oh, here. Let me get rid of that. It still shouldn't be doing that. I think, though, where's this collar going? This collar is cutting the, oops. Oh, what the? Did that just fix my problem? Yes, it did. Oh. What on earth? So it was cutting the overlay line. Very confusing stuff. My God. My God, my God. See what I mean, though? Like, you're like, oh, okay. I know what this is. Ah, but here. Now we have to figure out, guys, why there's no line on this. So if I go like this, oh, let's turn this off. So now there's no line anywhere, which I kind of like. I think what I'm going to do from now on is no lines on my rigs, guys. Lineless rigs from here on out. Yeah, well, we got past it. Whatever. I meant to do that. Actually, wait. So, watch. Maybe what I can do in this case, because this piece, right, when that's not there, the line shows up. But if I take the line art, let's get rid of that cutter, and I move it in front. No, but then it's going to go there. When I make animations, I add stuff in the rig. So when I want to copy post another rig with the same structure, it doesn't work. You know, I pay special. Yeah. So basically, what that is it doesn't match up completely to the other rig. So let's say I add a backpack to this guy. So let's say like I have a walk cycle of him and he has his robe on, right? I create another version of him without his robe. If I copy and paste the walk, it's not going to work. Some parts will copy, some parts won't, because the rig is similar but different. So you got to be careful when you copy and paste, basically. There's no real way around that, though. It's kind of just how Toon Boom works. Honestly, man, with the Jon Snow, it was so nice. No, none of this crap. So annoying. If you move a copy of the top of the line to the overlay and then run that in front of this, you're saying, like of this piece. So you might be onto something. You're saying this: if I get an overlay and I run the overlay in front of everything, and then we take the line and then we paste it. Oh shit, that's why. So it would have worked, except I went out of the lines. I forgot I did that. Okay. Undo. What? Why is it doing that? Okay. New plan. New plan, new plan. So yeah, that would have worked. But here's what I'm going to do instead. Watch. So instead of having this go over, oh, this freeze. Watch this, guys. I'm going to go like this. Select this. Why is this so far? We don't really care. We're just going to move it down. Aha. There we go. Then, oh shit, it doesn't make a difference. Fuck. It's because this is over the line. So I guess we have to do it this way. We have to do it with the torso. That's disappointing. That's your under settings because I want the highest setting professional. I don't think I have a render node for this. But the render settings, basically, like, it doesn't really matter. Whatever show you're on, you kind of, they just give you the settings. Like when I export something, I'll just export it from here, you know? I won't really do anything special with it. I didn't realize I went over it. Yeah, me neither. So, I mean, want to just leave it? No, we can't. That's ridiculous. So here's, I think, the solution. Unfortunately, right? So now we got that. I'm going to get rid of this. Get rid of that. Then I have to do this, but I have to figure out a way. Oh, what the? How did that even happen? Okay, so we did figure it out, guys. I just gotta go like this. Let's have it stop down here instead. There we go. That fixed the problem. Save that. So I guess I half did the solution last time. You know? Yeah. So for me, that's probably the best way to do it when you're comping and stuff. I don't really do that stage though. Like for me, when I'm animating, we don't comp it yet. So they just got to see a MOV basically. So I don't really know too much about comp and the best way to export things for comp, but Yeah, fuck. Looking great, eh? So now what we can do, actually, I'm going to go in. I don't even know how I did this at the bottom. Let's go here. And I like to have things kind of exactly on there. This is fine. That's fine. I just like to control that overlay line. Just a personal preference. You don't really need to do it. Okay. So now also, I think this one, yeah, so we got to take the torso and we have to auto patch the sleeve. Oh, the bicep. Then what is that? Oh, okay. Sorry. We just got to cross auto patch this. There you go. I kind of like that, actually, how that's not showing at all. And let's do the same thing for the other side. This is kind of just, you cross auto patch because when you move things forward and back in Z depth, if you just auto patch it one way, it'll work when it's behind, but it won't work when it's in front. Just uploaded a line to the server that I'm working on. Nice. I'm going to check that all out after, guys. Apparently, the Discord is pretty bumping right now, which I love. Right? It's always fun. I always like when people post on the Discord. Keeps the quality. The best way to export audio only. Can you just export the audio? Like, this is what I would do. You can also, there's a way, shit, I don't remember how to do it. There's a way to like adjust the audio in Toon Boom a little bit better, but I don't think there's any crazy like audio editing tools. Okay. All right, let's get this kind of done. No, let's just leave that like that. Oh shit, I took away the deformers. I mean, these are kind of the same, so I'll just duplicate. Paste. Haha, okay. There we go, that should be good. Yeah, this works a lot better, I think. We still get some nice like freedom with our, oops, our robe. Just move that down there. And I think for next time too, guys, I'm going to have the mouths done. And we can kind of work on how to do a profile mouth. But like a better way than the other way that I used to teach how to do it. We don't have to use color selectors and overrides. It's too complicated. This way is a lot simpler that I do now. Okay. All right, so that goes right up there. Thank you. Exactly. He gave us the 10-minute reminder. I don't think I'm going to put pockets. Maybe. I think we need them. But I'll see. I can always add that in after. Here, I'm going to straighten this out. Just like that. Just like that. I mean, maybe I will add little tufts at the bottom. I feel it kind of keeps things alive. But again, I'll do that after. Because now that the constraints are working, I just got to add these to the right place on the peg hierarchy. And you can pretty much add in anything you want. I think this is like way back here. There we go. Make that turn the other way. And then I think I just got to add in this. I just got to think about how I'm going to do that. Because this is one piece. Actually, let me take a look at the collar. Collar front, collar cutter, neckline. That's that. Okay. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But it's like the 2-hour mark, so I'm getting a little tired. Making these characters a project. Huh. Thanks, dude. I always love when you hop on. Remember characters. No. Remember, I just want to try and animate these a little bit more. So I'll get these 3 characters and maybe we can make some cool animations with them. Or now a game. Who knows? That's going good. We me and my brother, we kind of revamped the idea. We're still working on it, but we're kind of gonna go more in like a comedy direction. I'll make some videos on it on what we're gonna do. Redesigning some of the characters. That's what we're doing. And kind of just like piecing the story together, but it's in a good direction. And then I'm going to Ottawa on the 25th. So I didn't have time to pitch it again, but hopefully I can meet with some people to kind of help like talk it through and kind of give us a more clear idea on the story, right? because before it was more like a serious show, but I think we're gonna make it more of a comedy. I think that's the idea. More of like a mockumentary kind of style. That's what we're kind of leaning towards. But yeah, I don't know. We're still kind of developing it. Yeah, it's gonna be an animated series. If you look, I just posted a short on redesigning one of the characters. You guys can check that out. Actually, I'll show you. Hang on. Can I link it in the chat? Hang on. One sec. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I guess I didn't post it yet. So that video is going to come out soon. I'm just checking. Hang on. Oh yeah, I didn't post it yet. Here, I'll send it to you guys though. Let me know what you think of this. Actually, let me know if you guys can see that. Click that link in the thing. Yeah, like kind of like that. Like I guess, yeah, but a little bit different. More like you ever watch like Modern Family or The Office? Like that kind of comedy style. Because I've never really seen that done in animation. Try that one though. I think it might work because I'm running this stream. Sure, 100%. We're still designing, but when we need help for animation, 100%, man. Keep everyone in mind. Oh, you saw it. YouTube is translating my voice with AI. Really? What is it? How is it? Into what language? Spanish? But yeah, like hopefully, like I don't know, guys. Hopefully that's the style we're going in, right? A little bit more realistic, but also still a little cartoony. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's funny. What do you mean it's AI? I can speak Spanish, Nicholas. That's me. That's me speaking. Maybe can you like record it, screen record it, and post it in the Discord so I can hear myself in Spanish? But yeah, guys, for now this is done. Before we move on to the profile, I'm gonna fix these little things. That's it. Let's see. Do our last test. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Save it. Yeah. And actually, Haven Art, I was thinking too, the backgrounds you're drawing would be perfect for this kind of style. So if you have a commission room, and maybe in a few months, I might get you to commission you to do some backgrounds. So keep that in mind, man. If you're free, obviously, because that would be sick. Like the backgrounds you've been posting, man, have been really, really good. I think it could go really, really well with that style of show. Yeah. Well, guys, everyone here, all the jobs. When I just got to figure out my stuff a little bit more. But once we're on a good track, rigging, Mauricio, keep that in mind. Oh, Elena's still awake. Coffee at 10 p.m. Ready to go. I'm falling asleep, man. I gotta go to bed soon. It's almost 12 a.m. for me here. Havenart's probably one of the best guys at finding jobs. You ever need advice, you message him. No, yeah. Have you ever made lip sync in 2 languages? Yes. The very first show I worked on, we did lip sync in English and French. But all you do, you don't change the lip sync. You just kind of lip sync it once in one language, and most of the time it hooks up. You'd be surprised how well it hooks up. But yeah, that was tough. Oh man. Yeah, so guys, any last questions? We could stick around for a little bit, but that's it. The stream's pretty much done. I kind of like this at the end to just like hang out and talk. Especially as these get more packed. This stream was really good today, guys. Live comments directly on your stream. What does this do? Oh, whoops. Hopefully next Friday or the Friday after, we'll do the side view. Can you unselect and zoom in on the face? Sure. Let me close this. So this is what we got so far, guys. Let me show you the right. So this is the render view. Some things that we still got to do, but it's looking pretty good. I got to do the mouth. The robe is looking good. That's not looking too good. We got to fix that, but that's okay. Not bad. Yeah, it's going to be fun to animate with this guy. That's looking okay. The thing is, though, the texture doesn't really look like it's shining through as much. Like, see how textured the line is? And then when we kind of... So maybe I got to change the line texture. I don't know. Yeah, I have Ron and Hermione made. Those turnarounds are ready to go. It's actually up on the members Discord if you want to take a look at that. Hagrid still got to design him, but yeah, you guys could do that. Yeah, that would be a cool design. Okay, so yeah, the scale. Strange. Very strange, though. I don't know. Because I'd love that texture, man. It looks so cool. For spells, yes, maybe. That could be cool. Could be a good tutorial how to use it. Yeah, we got to redo the tie. And we got to redo this, the collar. We have to add an extra piece here. So I'll probably just do that off camera. Quality of the line. Haven Art approves. Yeah, it's strange. The whole anti-aliasing thing in Toon Boom, it really pisses me off sometimes. Like I just want it to look like it does in the OpenGL in the render. I don't like, come on. What are we doing here, guys? I don't give a shit about all the AI stuff they're adding. Just make it look like this in this view. All right, I'm going to save it. Yeah, there's so many things they recommend. A lot of the times, though, it doesn't work. Their solutions. So, I don't know. All right, guys. It is almost 12 a.m. over here. So, I'll see you guys in 2 Fridays for sure. Maybe next Friday if, if I'm not busy. But yeah, keep hanging out. Hang out on Discord. Keep chatting, guys. And I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Thanks for the stream. Super nice. It was really nice that you all that the chat was so busy. It makes this a lot more fun, instead of just me talking to no one. All right, guys. Have a good night.